So welcome to yoga. My name is Basanti, and we're going to start seated today, just crossing the legs in front of us. That's called happy pose or easy pose, Shavasana. And we'll close the eyes and just gently drop the chin to the chest. So I don't want you to round the shoulders around the back. So try and keep your shoulders right above your hips, gently pushing the tailbone to the back and your pubic bone forward. And that's how we're sitting, nicely engaging the shoulders by sliding them down and pushing them a little bit towards the back. Then start taking a few deep breaths here with the chin on the chest. And smile, relax your face muscles. It's nice how a smile immediately relaxes your eyebrows and your forehead. So no more frowning, just relaxation. And start feeling the breath in your throat and in your nostrils. And from here, shoulders still engaged. Put one hand on your stomach and one hand on your chest. And notice the rise and fall of the stomach and chest like that. So as we inhale, our stomach rises, our chest rises. And as we exhale, stomach and chest fall. Now bring both hands to your rib cage and notice how the rib cage expands as you breathe in. Contracts as you breathe out. That's that breath we're using in Pilates. But in yoga, we use every single part here. Clavicular, intercostal, and diaphragmatic breath. And we're going to slowly bring the hands back onto the knees and take our left ear towards the left shoulder, raising the chin. So we're just dropping the head to the side here. Eyes can stay closed. And we're still breathing into the body, very much aware of all those parts of the body where the breath is going. On an exhale, slowly roll the chin back down to the chest. No rush at all. Engaging the shoulders, shoulders gently pushed to the back and down. Now as we inhale again, we're going to bring our right ear to the right shoulder, raising the chin quite high, so that we're just dropping the head towards the right side. You should feel a nice deep stretch in the left side of the neck and going down your shoulder as well. Take a deep breath in here. And on the exhale, roll the chin back down onto the chest. And then we're going to do small little movements, moving the head from side to side, ears to shoulders, maybe not all the way, just see what's comfortable and how far you'd like to go. You can do a half round or a full round if you like, but just stay with what's comfortable for your neck and which way you'd like to stretch, always staying slow in your movement. Good. And then we slowly raise the head. We're going to rub our hands together, place the palms over the face. We'll take a deep breath in and hum out. Then we open the eyes and release the hands, and our vocal cords are warm and we're hopefully nice and relaxed by having engaged our vagus nerve, which sends messages to the brain to say, stop producing adrenaline and cortisol, start producing happy hormones. Now start walking your right hand over to the right side, starting to stretch into the left side of the body. We're going to increase that stretch by reaching the left arm over to the right and look over towards the hand. Now you can open up that palm to the ceiling if that's comfortable. A little shoulder rotation here. And then look towards the hand. Take a deep breath in here and exhale. Bring that elbow in towards you. Straighten your spine. Good. We're going to roll the shoulders to the back here. Open that left palm to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, go again. If you want, coming all the way onto your forearm here, if that's too much, stay on the hand. Open up the palm to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in as you look towards the hand and exhale, come back. Elbow comes into your side here and you open the palm towards the front. Roll the shoulders to the back. Now inhale and raise both arms And exhale, bring both elbows in towards your side, or as if they wanted to touch behind you, squeezing the shoulder blades. Inhale and raise the arms, look up. Exhale and push the elbows into your sides. Inhale, raise the arms, look up. Exhale, push the elbows into your side body. Drop the chin to the chest. And then release. Very good. Still relaxed. We're going to do Shavasana on the other side. So bringing that outer foot in towards us. And then slowly start walking your left hand to the left. Good. From here, reach that right arm over to the left, stretching into your side. We're going to look up to the ceiling. We're going to open that right palm to the ceiling if that's not uncomfortable. So you're rotating the shoulder here, and we're looking over towards the hand. Deep breath in. And exhale, straighten the torso, bring your elbow into your side, palm opens to the front, roll the shoulders to the back. Very good. We're going to inhale and raise the arm, and exhale, reach it over. And now walk that hand as far as you can. Try and bring your forearm onto the ground, keeping that right knee quite heavy, and opening the palm to the ceiling. We look to the hand, take a deep breath in, and exhale, come back to where you were, elbow in towards the side. Good. And we inhale and raise both arms, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, elbows go in towards our side body. Squeeze the shoulder blades, drop the chin to the chest. Now again, inhale, raise the arms, look up. Exhale, elbows go in towards the side. Nice round motion here. Good. And now from here, release. Roll the shoulders to the back a few times, just warming up. Good. We're going to sync two movements now with our breath. So you're going to need your concentration for that. We're going to roll the head over towards the left and come back to center. Roll the head over to the right and back to center while we keep rolling the shoulders. We're going to inhale into one direction, exhale into the other. Smooth movements here, inhaling and exhaling. Just be aware of your breath here. Doesn't matter if you're faster or slower than me, as long as you're aware that you're breathing. Very good. And come back to center. Take a deep breath in, raise the arms, and exhale, drop the hands onto the knees. We're going to roll the shoulders to the front now. You will thank me later for all the shoulder action. Good. A few more like that. It's getting quite warm now. And that's just what we want. Good, and we're ready. One more time, roll the shoulders to the front and back and all the way down, chin to chest. Inhale, raise the arms, and on the exhale, float the arms down, bring the hands in front of you and come onto all fours. All fours means the hands will be right underneath the shoulders and the knees are underneath the hips. Very good. And from here, we're going to take a deep breath in, arch the back and look to the front or maybe even up. Exhale, round the back, drop the head. And we'll inhale and arch. Exhale and round. And if you're like me, you'd like to close the eyes here, just so you can stay aware of your breath guiding the movement, not the other way around. Just so you don't have to be affected by anything that's going on around you. Just inhaling, and whenever you do, arching the back and raising the head. And whenever you're ready to exhale, you round your back and drop the head. Strong shoulders here. Try not to sink into your shoulders and keep the arms from bending in any way. And because we've got the eyes closed anyway, start moving into your body. Don't worry how you look, just feel what your body would like to do, what stretch feels right for your body. You can round your back, you can shift the hips to the back, you can send the hands further forwards and drop the hips all the way, and then shifting the hips from side to side here. So there's no right, there's no wrong, there's all sorts of things you can do here that feel good, and it'll mostly depend on how you've been sleeping, what you've been doing in the past days and weeks. So don't worry if you're doing anything that's completely different to what I'm doing. In our own time, we make our way back onto all fours, opening the eyes again, checking that the knees are still underneath the hips and the hands are still underneath the shoulders. We're going to take a deep breath in and raise the right arm, look up to the ceiling. Good. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And on your next exhalation, reach that right arm as far over to the left as you can so that the whole arm comes onto the ground. And then see how comfortable your head is looking to the left. If it isn't, bring the forehead onto the ground. And if you'd like to go deeper, turn your head to the right. And then raise your left arm. Turning the head to the right is the deepest here. If that's too much, don't worry. Adjust where you want to look and where you're comfortable. Good. And wherever we are, we take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we bring that left hand down onto the ground, elbow high as we push into the hand and come back onto all fours. Very good. And then we'll thread the needle on the other side. Take a deep breath in, raise the left arm, reach it high. And remember, we'll spend a couple of breaths here. So really stretch out. Deep breaths, feeling the arm, feeling the side body. Good. And on an exhale, we're going to send that left arm as far over to the right as we can. The whole arm should be on the ground. We relax the head, we raise the arm, or we decide that we're more comfortable bringing the forehead onto the ground, or even turning the head to the left. So again, no right, no wrong. You stay where you are comfortable. And just stretch into your body. Feel your breath here. We don't want to constrict our breath in any way. And then slowly bring your right hand down, elbow stays high as we push ourselves up and come onto all fours. Very good. We're going to inhale, arch the back again and look up to the ceiling. On an exhale, we're going to round the back, drop the head, tuck the toes under and push the legs up, straightening the legs all the way and starting to walk the heels into the mat. One by one. Good. And you might notice that it's easier for you to shift your weight forwards a little bit, but we're going to try and shift the weight backwards now. So all of our upper body weight is pushing towards the back. We're going to stretch out the arms, stretch out the upper body, and the hips are nice and high. And if we're comfortable with that, we're going to push both heels into the ground. There'll probably be quite a lot of space underneath your heels, and maybe we'll still bend the legs, but we want to make sure that the upper body is nice and stretched out. Good. Now take a deep breath in and raise the right leg. Point your toes and then start rolling your toes. So draw a circle with your toes going into your ankle. Keep your shoulders strong here. You want to push towards the back. And this is why we've been warming up with extended shoulder rolls. Now change direction. Roll your foot the other way. And then end on flexing the foot and dropping the heel to the buttocks. You're going to try and keep that knee nice and high. So don't let it drop too much. Deep breath in here. And on the exhale, look to the hands. Step the foot in between the hands. Sink your hips down. Look to the front. And then bring your hands onto your knees and come into a nice deep lunge. Hips are nice and low here. And if we can, if we feel that we've still got balance enough to do that, raise the arms, look up to the ceiling. And slide your shoulders down. Very good. We take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, right arm goes to the back, left arm goes to the front. I know this is tough. Back heel stays off the ground. Take a deep breath in here. This is going to be the hardest. Exhale and bring that hand back down. Good. We'll reach that arm high, look up to the ceiling, and then slowly drop that hand behind us and look to the back. Good. And we're going to roll that right shoulder to the back here, really opening up. Looking to the back, take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, bring that hand back down, hands right next to the foot. We're going to shift our hips up and step that right leg back into Parvatasana or mountain pose. Very good. Same on the other side. Deep breath in, raise the left leg. Good. We're going to start rolling the foot. Draw a circle with your toes, going in one direction. Good. Keeping the shoulders strong. Now change direction. Roll the other way. And then flex your foot. Drop the heel to the buttocks. Remember,
Knee is nice and high, so really opening up the hip here. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, step your foot in between the hands. Again, you've got time to get it right there. It shouldn't be further away. It shouldn't be somewhere here where my left hand is now. Shift your hips down, look to the front, find your balance. Bring the hands onto the knees first, straightening the torso. And if you can, if you feel like you've got balance enough, raise the arms, look up to the ceiling, slide the shoulders down. If that's too much, hands could be on the hips as well. That might be more comfortable. You can look to the front. Good. Now comes the hard part. We're taking a deep breath in. That's the hard part. No. Exhale, right arm to the front, left arm to the back. Look to the back if you can, but of course, balance first. Inhale and exhale. Bring the right hand down. Left arm is high. Deep breath in. Exhale, drop that left arm behind you. Again, remember pushing that shoulder to the back, looking to the back. Sink the hips down. You want to be nice and soft in your body here. Don't tense up. That's the opposite of what we want. Inhale here and exhale. Bring that left hand back down, hands right next to the foot, and we step back into our mountain. Drop the head. Let the heels get heavy. Good. And from here, we walk our feet to the hands. Hands might need a little shake. Give them a shake if you need to. And then hold on to your opposite elbow. Let your head drop. Let your torso drop. Come as low as is comfortable for you. Good. Hands move to our calves. Pull your whole body, your whole upper body closer to the legs. And then try and shift your weight into the toes. Just a little bit. The heels obviously don't rise off the ground, but the weight is more in the balls of the feet now and in the toes. Good. Now from here, hands to the shins. Straighten the arms and torso. Try and keep your weight in the toes here. Roll the shoulders to the back. Bring the arms to the sides. Deep breaths. And from here, we inhale and raise the arms and torso, nice and straight. And we exhale and bring the hands to the heart center. Very good. Now start by sliding your left foot in towards the right lower leg. Lower leg to begin with. It should be nice and easy, but if you feel like you're a little bit wobbly, just bring the toes onto the ground. That's fine as well. So it's all called the tree pose, and there's different variations. Trees all look different, and we also look different. So if you want to come a little bit deeper into this pose, bring the foot to the inner thigh instead. Where we don't want the foot to be is right where your knee is, and you're pushing into the patella, because that's not very good for our knee. And we can raise the arms here and bring the palms together over the head, but if you're more comfortable here with the hands at the heart center, do this as your pose and stay wherever you're comfortable. Feel your shoulders engaged, feel the arms engaged, wherever you are. Good. Now, depending on what level you are, and if you feel a little bit wobbly, stay exactly where you are. Look towards the front, really focusing on a spot that's quite far away from you. If you feel like you can, you're going to challenge your balance a little bit more by looking down towards the ground, just to where your foot is. Maybe you can even see your foot. Good. And if that's doable, look towards your fingertips. Even harder. Good. And all the while, we keep breathing, and we're going to keep pushing that left knee towards the back. So we're opening up the hip here. Good. Now from here, look back to the front. We're going to reach the arms up, palms together. We're going to reach the arms over to the right, stretching into the left side. Good. Good. We take a deep breath in here, and we exhale and release. And we're going to shake off the legs. Well done. Good. Ready for the other side. Hands to the heart center. Again, you've got that option of bringing the hands up as well, reaching the arms up. And if you want, the toes can be on the ground. We're just nicely raising that foot a little bit. And even here, you'll feel something going on as you're pushing the knee out. If you want to be higher, go up, not to your knee, but further up. So lower leg or inner thigh. Again, hands at the heart center or the arms quite high.
And we'll find our balance here wherever we are. If you look to the front and you're comfortable with that, look down towards the ground, towards your foot here. And if that seems doable as well, if you're still as balanced as you were before, then look to your chest here or to your fingers if they're there, otherwise just to the chest. So just closer towards your own body, towards, diminishing that distance between the eyes and your body. Good. Wherever you're looking right now, stay and focus on your breath. Push that right knee out. Good. Take a deep breath in, raise the head, look to the front, raise the arms if they're not already up, and then reach the arms over to the left, breathing into the right side of the body. Good, doing very well. Take a last deep breath in, and on the exhale, release and shake off your legs. Very good. Come to the front of your mat. So you've got enough space to step to the back. Roll your shoulders to the back, open the palms to the front, slide the shoulders down. Take a deep breath in and raise the arms, look up to the ceiling. And then exhale, bring the hands to your heart center and come halfway down. Shift your weight into the toes as we did before. And then come all the way down, hands next to the feet. Don't worry if you need to bend your legs for that, but make sure the hands are not further forwards than the feet. We drop the head and relax. Good. On the next inhale, step that right leg to the back. So we're coming into a low lunge, just as we have already, but we're keeping the hands on the ground here, just letting the hips sink a little bit lower, stretching out that right leg. We look to the front for a moment here. We take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, send that left leg to the back. See how low the hips stay? So hopefully that's the same for you. If they're rising a little bit, that's fine, but we're trying to keep them for going up so that we're landing in a plank. If this plank is too much for you, just bring the knees to the ground rather than dropping the hip or dropping into the shoulders. Now take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, drop the knees, bring the elbows in towards you, and let your chest drop right in between the hands. Chin comes onto the ground as well. And we take a few deep breaths here. And we'll breathe into our lower back here, feeling the tailbone reach up to the ceiling. If you want to increase that stretch, shift your hips a little bit further to the back, pushing the hips higher. And the toes are still tucked under, but we can, if we want to, point the toes up towards the ceiling now, so that the knees are on the ground and the toes are reaching upwards. Good. Now from here, lower the feet onto the ground, straighten the legs, come all the way into the front of the body. Chin stays on the ground. And we're going to bring the hands, just the palms, underneath the thighs, so that the palms are in touch with our thighs. Very good. Now we're grounding our upper body here and keeping the legs straight. Point your toes towards the back, and on an inhale, raise the legs as high as you can. Don't worry if you're much lower, just keep that control of your body. Relax your shoulders and slowly release. And then bring the arms towards the back here, palms open to the ceiling. Raise your chin off the ground, raise your head, raise your shoulders and your torso. Chest is off the ground and the feet are firmly on the ground. And we'll keep the chest high. Bring the hands next to the chest here onto the ground. Push yourself up a little bit more. And then from here, look to the right, all the way to the back foot here. Breathe into your sides, into your lower back. And then slowly look back to the front. Incidentally, we want to try and keep the arms slightly bent. So don't straighten the arms all the way. Don't reach the shoulders up towards the ears. So arms bent, shoulders sliding down. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Look to the left. Look all the way towards your back foot here. Towards your back foot. Towards your foot at the back. Good. Deep breath in. And we exhale and look back to the front. On the inhale, raise the head.
And then exhale, push the hips to the back, drop your torso, let your head get heavy. And for those who find child's pose a little bit uncomfortable, if you don't want to sit on your heels like that, then just come up a little bit, but you can still rest your forehead on the ground. Then we're ready to come up again. Round your back, drop the chin to the chest, come onto all fours, tuck the toes under, push the hips up, coming back into our mountain or Parvatasana. Good. On the next inhale, raise your right leg high, point the toes to the ceiling. Exhale, flex the foot, bring the heel towards your buttocks. Keep that knee nice and high. Deep breath in here. And then exhale, look to the hands. Step the foot in between the hands. We are going to come up, but before we do, bring your left heel to the ground. Keep sinking down into that right leg. And then breathe in, arms go up, torso rises. And we're straightening here. And we want to push that right hip to the back and the left hip to the front, so that the hips are aligned, or as much as they can be. Good. Now from here, interlock the hands behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades, and slide the hands down your left leg. And while you do, sink deeper into that right leg. The weight is still in the right leg. Take a deep breath in here and exhale. Raise the arms, take the torso forwards, and come all the way to the front here. And if you can, drop even lower on the inside of that right leg. Dropping all the way down here. Maybe your head can touch the ground. Don't worry if it can't. You stay where you're comfortable. And on the next inhale, we come back up. Raise the arms. Keep bending that right leg. Good. Breathe in. And exhale. Reach the arms to the front. Right arm over the left. Elbows push down. So the elbows are on top of each other. And we push the arms down. Look to the front. Good. Now, raise the arms as high as you can. Take a breath in as you take your torso to the back. And on an exhale, come forwards again. Shift your weight into that right foot. Left leg comes on top of the right leg. And we're intertwining the legs, sinking down. Push the elbows back down. Look to the front. You're doing very well. Now, don't push your hips to the back here. And release. Come to standing. Very well done. Give your leg a shake if it needs it. Don't if you don't. Take a deep breath in and raise the arms. Look up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Tip down from the hip, coming into a halfway lift. Check that you've got the weight in the toes here, not just in the heels. So you're not shifting all your weight towards the back. And then bring the hands to the ground. Drop your head, hands next to the feet. Just as before, you can bend your legs as much as you need to. And on the next inhale, step that left leg to the back. And exhale, sink your hips down. Good. Again, the hips stay nice and low. Even if they go up a little bit, that's all right. But try and push them down as you send that right leg to the back. Very good. And again, we know our options. We can bring the knees to the ground here. That's always preferable to just dropping the hips or sinking into the shoulders. So keep that strength here. Push into the hands, shoulders, push strongly up. And we're trying to imprint our upper back on the wall, on the ceiling above us. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, knees, chest, chin come to the ground. Hips stay nice and high, so we're tilting our pelvis a little bit here. And again, if you want to go deeper into that little lumbar spine compression, push your chest a little bit further back so that your hips go up higher. For those who have landed somewhere here, you can do the same thing. Hands onto the ground, toes tuck under, hips go up, and that's enough. And then again, you can push yourself a little bit deeper if you like. Good. From here, in a nice smooth movement, we're going to drop the hips, raise the chest and raise the legs. Squeeze the shoulder blades, push the hands into the ground. And on the next inhale, legs go down, torso comes higher. We keep our arms bent. We want to use the strength in our triceps here.
We look up to the ceiling or to the front. And on an exhale, we push our hips to the back into child's pose, if that's comfortable, or keeping the buttocks a little bit higher if we need to. Good, now round your back, come up on an exhalation. And once you're in your in your Parmanasana, in your tabletop pose, tuck the toes under, push the hips up, drop your head. And let the heels get heavy. Very good. We're going to inhale and raise that left leg, reach the toes as high as you can, and then flex your foot, and on an exhale, drop the heel to the buttocks. Feel that deep stretch here in your hips. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, step your foot in between the hands, bring your right heel to the ground, sink down into that left leg, and then come up. Rise into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. Arms go up, shoulders are relaxed. From here, interlock the hands behind you, squeeze the shoulder blade, just opening up here, the whole front of the body. And we're going to inhale and come into a back bend. Doesn't have to be a deep one. Also make sure that you're still sinking into your left leg here. Very good. We'll come back up to where we were. Good. Gently pushing that right hip to the front, left hip to the back. Arms go to the front. Left arm comes on top of the right now. Push the elbows down. Hands can touch, but don't have to. So it's a little bit of an intertwining here. Elbows on top of each other, but we really open up the upper body. We're going into our deltoids as well, into that big muscle on top of the shoulder. Good. We inhale and raise the arms and stretch the front of the body again. And then we exhale and bring the torso forwards, arms go forward, and we send that right leg on top of the left. The foot here can be on the ground as well. So if you were struggling in your tree pose or something, or if you're just wobbly right now, toes onto the ground is fine as well. And we push those elbows down. Don't push the hips to the back. And we release. Shake off the legs. Roll the shoulders to the back. Open the palms to the front. Take a deep breath in and raise the arms. Breathe out and fold forward. Now hands next to the feet. Inhale and step the right leg to the back. Exhale and step the left leg to the back. We're in a plank, not in downward dog or mountain pose. Now from here, deep breath in. Exhale, bring the knees, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, drop the hips, raise the chest, legs stay on the ground. Very good. From here, directly into our mountain. Tuck the toes under, exhale as you push the hips up. Very nice. Inhale and step that right foot to the front. Exhale, step the left foot to the front. Inhale, raise the arms and torso, come into standing. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. That's one round of Surya Namaskar, or the sun salutation. You did very well. Inhale, raise the arms, look up to the ceiling. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, step the left leg to the back this time. Exhale, step the right leg back. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, bring the knees, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, drop your hips, raise the chest, legs relax. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the hips up, let the heels get heavy. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, rise. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. 2 mini changes, but other than that, it's exactly the same. Take a deep breath in, raise the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step the right leg back. Exhale, step the left leg back. Now hold your breath and bring the knees, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, drop the hips, raise the chest. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the hips up. Next change, inhale, raise the right leg and step forward. Give you a bit of momentum. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Left side exactly like the right. We're now pros.
Breathe in, raise the arms, look up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, left leg steps back. Breathe out, right leg steps back. Now hold your breath, bring your knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Deep breath in, drop the hips, raise the chest. Breathe out, push the hips up. Inhale, raise the left leg and step forward. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, rise. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. Very nice. We'll do that one last time. So that's one round, two sides. Deep breath in, raise the arms. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, right leg steps back. Breathe out, left leg steps back. Hold your breath, knees, chest, chin. Breathe in, drop the hips, raise the chest. Breathe out, tuck the toes under, push the hips up. Breathe in, right leg goes up and forward. Breathe out to step the left foot forward. Breathe in and rise to standing. Breathe out, hands to the heart center, left side. Last time, breathe in. Fold forward as you exhale. Breathe in, left leg goes back. Breathe out, right leg goes back. Hold your breath, knees, chest, chin, hips are high. Inhale, drop the hips, raise the chest. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the hips up. Inhale, left leg goes up and forward. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart center. Very good. And traditionally, we're coming into Shavasana. So just make your way onto your back, Shavasana, corpse pose. Just relaxing here. Close the eyes, open the palms to the ceiling. Let the toes turn out to the sides. And if you want, just if that's something you want to follow a little bit more with your hands, bring the hands onto the chest and stomach again. And feel that rise and fall. You might not need it. In that case, the hands can just rest by your sides. You're quite aware of the breath anyway. And we're going to start slowing down our breath. And as the breath deepens, probably also just by way of lying here and relaxing, not so much by us guiding the breath, we're going to take our time on the exhalations in particular. So really don't force the air out, just let the breath go gently and slowly. And try and exhale for twice as long as you've inhaled. And I could count, but I think it's probably nicer for you to just count to yourself. So you know your own lungs better than I do. Maybe breathing in for 3 and out for 6, or counting to 4 and to 8. And keep that up as we go into the last stretches here. Breathing in for half as long as we've exhaled. And on your next exhalation, hug that right knee in towards you. Just in towards the chest. And feel that rise and fall of your stomach against the leg. In for 3, out for 6, or in for 4, out for 8, depending on how you're counting. Good. And from here, on your next exhalation, make that a slow exhalation. Take your right knee over to the left side. Keep the shoulders grounded. Hip is rising and pushing over to the left. We're going to gently turn our head to the right. Now you can decide what you want that right hand to do. The left hand is still on the knee. The right hand can be on your waist and follow the movement of the breath. Or if you find it helpful to keep your shoulder grounded, reach that right arm over to the right. And your eyes can stay closed. That way it might be easier for you to follow your breath. We'll take a last deep breath in. And on that slow exhalation, we'll come onto our back, just as slowly as our exhale is. So I'm going to hug the knee in towards us. Now we'll open up here, we'll flex our foot and try and reach that right hand to the right foot on the inside of the leg. Not a tragedy if you can't reach, just hold on a little bit lower, but then let that foot go up towards the ceiling and push your knee down towards your armpit. And that left hand just gently rests on the left hip, just to keep it from rising here. But if you're super uncomfortable, you can make your life a little bit easier by bringing that left foot down onto the ground. Now feel those deep breaths. Maybe you want to bring your left hand onto the abdomen and find that rise and fall of the stomach, the rise and fall of your hand there. Good. Last deep breath in. And on the exhale, we release and stretch that right leg away from us. You might need a little shake. Give it a shake if it needs it. Point, flex your toes, roll your toes. And then when you're ready, have your left knee in towards you, nice and close in towards the chest. That means that your thigh will be in touch with your stomach or with your upper body here. And you'll be feeling the rise and fall of the front of your body. And it's probably most pronounced. But also the rib cage and the chest expand and fall. And if you notice how your back is firmly on the ground here, you'll feel some movement there as well. And that's your breath too, moving the lower back and the mid back. There's lots more going on than just the front of the body. Good. And we'll remember in for 3, out for 6, in for 4, out for 8, in for 5, out for 10. Just slowing down the exhalation. And on your next slow exhalation, take that left knee over to the right, gently using the right hand or arm to push the knee down. Make sure your left shoulder is on the ground, turn the head to the left. And your left hand can be on the ground, reaching to the left, or your left hand can gently rest on your left waist. Slow and deep breaths here. Every breath goes all the way into the lower abdomen, no constriction anywhere. Notice how you can feel the breath in your throat and in your nostrils as well. It might be easier to just focus on one of those parts of the body rather than following the breath all the way. If you can, go from throat, from nostrils down to the throat, to the chest, to the rib cage, to the stomach. And out from there, stomach, rib cage, chest, throat, and nostrils. We'll take a last deep breath in. On the exhale, we come onto our back, grounding ourselves in our buttocks here. And then that left knee comes back in towards us, goes over to the armpit a little bit. We flex the foot. We'll grab hold of the foot again on the inside of the leg. And if you want to hold on lower than that, you can even just hold on to the crook of the knee here. That flexed foot is reaching up to the ceiling and the knee is pushing down towards the ground. Right hand onto the hip, right foot optionally onto the ground to make all this a little bit easier, a little bit more relaxed and comfortable. We close the eyes and we breathe into the body. We might move the hand to our lower abdomen here. Just feel that gentle rise and fall of the stomach. Good. And we'll slowly release that left leg, shake it off once it's on the ground. And then stretch the arms up over the head, stretch into the sides here, point the fingers, point the toes, slide the feet in towards you, come onto the right side of the body, and from here, slowly up to seated. Take your time.
And we'll cross the legs in front of us if that's a comfortable seated position. Otherwise, any other way is fine as well. We're trying to make sure your spine is nice and straight for these last few stretches. We're going to drop our left ear to the left shoulder. And from here, roll the chin over towards the shoulders. You're looking to the left. And from here, let the chin guide the way down to the chest. Roll the shoulders to the back. Raise the head. Right ear to right shoulder. Gently roll your chin over towards the shoulder. Look to the right. Lower the chin all the way down to the chest. Round your shoulders forward. Round your back. Drop the head. And then straighten the head. Straighten your back. Breathe in and raise the arms. Look up to the ceiling. And breathe out. Bring the hands to your heart center. You did very well. Thank you very much. And I will see you again soon.